Hi. So I was reminded about a quick story. You might have heard it before, but it's the story of the three boats. So basically, a man goes out on his boat, and the boat capsizes and sinks. So he's on his raft, and a boat comes by and is like, "Hey, you need help? Like, we'll save you." And he says, "No, no, it's okay. God's gonna save me. Like, don't worry about it. You can keep going." So they leave. Another boat comes by. Same thing happens. He refuses the help. And he's still saying, like, I just trust and believe that God is going to save me. And a third boat comes by and the same thing. And by that time it was like weeks later, and basically you could assume he dies, right? And he dies and he gets to heaven and he says, "Why didn't you save me? I believed in you so much." And he said, "I sent you three boats." Why is this story important? Because I was reminded by a family that was really asking for help. Um, and, they were saying that basically they need this help. And I was like, but I have helped you. You have received so much information, so much guidance, so much support, so many resources, and you haven't done anything with them, right? So I feel like a lot of people are still sometimes waiting and waiting for that magic bullet, that magic person, right? When you keep waiting for something outside of yourself, you're not noticing all of the good that's right in front of you. You're not taking advantage of all of the help and the resources you have been given. I have literally had parents tell me that every night they pray to God that their child will eat, that they'll feel better, that they'll, a whole litany of things. And, I'm like, yes, they sent me. I'm here. And that's not to say, that I'm here to save you. That's not what I mean. But it's, sometimes people come into our lives or will learn something new because it's going to help us get to the next step, our next part of our journey, one step closer to our goal. But if we ignore all of the help that we get along the way, that help might come in the form of a person. It might come in the form of, as you're scrolling, you see an amazing tip by someone, and all of a sudden a light bulb goes off and you're like, yes, I'm going to try that. But having that like hit of inspiration and having that like, oh, wait, I think I should try this. Um, you know, Perhaps it's a lack of trusting yourself and trusting your gut instincts, that when you do see that thing, you're like, wait a second, yes, this was shown to me for a reason, and trusting that. But I do think that it's so important that we do trust those gut instincts and that we do take advantage of when the help does come across our path. And not just waiting for your idea of what that help is supposed to look like. I think when people have a specific idea in their mind of what it's supposed to look like to work and be successful, right? Someone I knew, they had this idea that it was only going to work if I was there 3 or 4 times a week helping their child with feeding therapy while they were out shopping, dropping their other kids off places, on the phone with insurance companies, that, they felt that they were doing what they were supposed to do. But I think they were letting the help that was right in front of them kind of go to waste, because when their early intervention ended, they were left with nothing again. And then their child regressed. So it's like, sometimes recognizing, hey, wow, look at this amazing help I was sent, and taking advantage of that. So if you are someone who hasn't really, maybe taken notice or taken stock of all of the amazing help that you've received so far, that's helped you on your journey. Again, I'm not saying it has to be me, but just in general, right? You might have come across people or professionals, or someone might have recommended that you try this, or someone might have recommended this therapist or this professional. It's more like you have to know, like, I feel like I'm supposed to try this. I feel like I'm supposed to do this. This seems like it might be a good idea, right? That's what you have to follow. You have to follow your gut instinct on that. And the more you do that, the more things will line up and the easier it will be to reach your goals. It's going to just happen a lot easier. It does not have to be a struggle. But again, if you keep turning away those boats, if you keep turning away good help that's in front of you, you are either not going to reach your goals or you are going to make it very, very challenging and stressful and unpleasant to get there. So you do have a choice. There is an easy way and a hard way. So, next time something comes across your path, think like, does this resonate with me? Does this seem like something I should be doing or looking at or making a call about? Because if it is, just roll with it. And the how will you don't even have to worry about the how. That will line up, right? Even if it doesn't seem like it's financially possible, if you follow your intuition and your instinct, things will line up so to make it happen for you. But if you ignore those instincts or say, or if you're fearful, like, no, I don't think that'll work, or I don't think I could afford that, right? You're going to close yourself off to some of that help. And like I said, sometimes even if things don't seem possible, possibilities will open up and opportunities will open up for you. But you have to take that initial step and you have to when you trust your instincts, things will unfold for you, doors will open for you. But if you're closed off to those instincts, you're not going to see progress and you're not going to continue getting, more of that help. You're going to be kind of going backwards a little bit. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully, you can take some of this to heart and, you can move forward from here.